What is a human being? By Gerardus. The long-awaited time of December 2012. The crest of change is almost here. Human beings are what we could call a trinity. We are a combination of three things. We are body, mind, and soul. People have more than three bodies, they say. Well, yes, we might have 7 bodies altogether. For now, however, we will be discussing the 3 I mentioned. First of all, we'll go over what the body really is. It is a temple or an instrument. We could also see it as a vehicle or a container, and we, as a soul, live in this material unit. Secondly, we deal with our mind. Let's assume that our mind is our conscious mind. We all suspect that we are our conscious mind, for in many ways it determines our personality. However, our personality is also determined by the type of soul we are. So, this is the time to discuss what we call our soul. We could also call our soul our subconsciousness. Our soul or subconsciousness is big. It's a lot bigger than we think it is. Yet, it is our conscious mind that programs our subconsciousness or soul. That's why our soul is a self-made or self-grown entity. In our first lifetime, for example, we started out with an empty slate, and by now we have programmed or raised our soul to what we have become or are. We are our soul and have a body. We are a consciousness or soul, and it is an indestructible universal energy or beingness. The soul, naturally, is the only essential aspect of ourselves. It is an entity that lives forever, and we are it, literally. Also, we can never lose our soul or get rid of it. All the rest of us disappear in the fog of time, so to speak. Meanwhile, all our experiences becomes a character aspect of our soul. The soul is the collector of all the kudos and fudos we as human beings assemble in our lifetimes. The human soul also has a higher self. This higher self issued the human fragment or soul. The higher self is the actual entity of which we, humans, are, tiny thoughts. The higher self was a tiny thought itself at one time. It grew up to become an issuing entity. This means it issues other thoughts or souls. Some higher selves or entities have issued 1,000 energy fragments that experience life as human souls living in human bodies. How all this works, we'll go into next. The body is the soul's reflection in matter, and we live in this temple or instrument. The mind is the mental facility we call our conscious mind or ego. The soul is an infinite aspect of ourselves, and it's our subconsciousness, which in turn is able to connect to our superconsciousness. To keep things as simple as possible for now, we will assume that our subconsciousness, our superconsciousness, and our soul all are the same thing, the real self, the unit we are. I will call it our sub or soul, and it is the only real being or entity that is a winner in life. It's the only survivor, and its energies are projected into human beings, of which many live in physical realities, like we do. Our soul is universal creative energy, and it is an actual thought of the higher self, who issues it as a reflection of itself in matter. The purpose of the higher self is to experience the physical regions of the universe or creation. The higher self, as a spiritual being, cannot enter the physical regions just the way it is and participate in these regions. It needs a physical body to do so, and human beings are but one type of body the higher self uses.